Crimea River pop sensation Justin Timberlake was arrested June 18th for a DWI, driving while intoxicated. Timberlake was pulled over for failing to stop at a stop sign and was unable to stay in the right lane. He also performed poorly on all standardized field sobriety tests and was reportedly following his friend's home in Sag Harbor on Long Island when he was pulled over, and the arresting officer wrote that Justin Timberlake had bloodshot and glassy eyes, unable to divide his attention, strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and slow speech. Timberlake told the officer that he only had one martini and refused to take a breathalyzer test. Now, interestingly enough, the police officer that pulled Justin Timberlake over did not know who he was. The body camera footage on the police officer showed that Justin Timberlake under his breath said, and I quote, "This is going to ruin the tour," in which the officer said, "What tour?" And Justin Timberlake replied, "The world tour." Timberlake was released a few hours after arrest, and he has his first virtual court hearing on July 26th. On the same date his European tour will begin. Now, how did his wife Jessica Biel react to all of this commotion? Well, Jessica Biel was working on her new Prime Video series, The Better Sister, when she found out about Timberlake's arrest, and sources close to her said, and I quote, "She's not happy," and that the arrest was a distraction for her, especially since she is on set, but that Justin Timberlake is a good husband and dad, and she will always be by his side. Timberlake has since apologized to his tour crew and assured them that this would not interfere with the Forget Tomorrow World Tour. So with that breakdown, what can we all learn from this? Well, a few things. First, he who has not sinned cast the first stone. Everyone is going to have an opinion when people make mistakes. The main defense here is people shouldn't judge, and it is commendable that people are coming to his defense, like Billy Joel and Gayle King, because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes. Secondly, heavy is the head that wears the crown, or as Shakespeare said, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. The responsibility of leadership can be joyous, and it can also be a burden. Yes, we all put our pants on the same way, but the police that night did not arrest a regular Joe that the world knew nothing about. No, the police, whether the officer knew who he was arresting or not, was arresting Justin Timberlake, a household name, a pop star, a man that is the center of a world tour that employs tons of people and plays for thousands of fans during each tour stop. Being a pop star definitely has its perks and rewards, but also it has its downsides when making mistakes, potentially million-dollar mistakes. He still has the pop crown, but it comes with jewels of mistakes on it as well. Thirdly, what we can all learn from Justin Timberlake, to put it plainly, take note of the signs. New reports are coming out saying that Justin Timberlake was stopped not only once, but twice by the same cop on that night, meaning the officer pulled Timberlake over and let him go with a warning, with the hopes that Timberlake would get another ride home. The police officer patrolled a different area a while later and pulled Timberlake over again, this time arresting him for the same stuff that he was doing during the first stop. Now, nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. It's just that Timberlake is again a household name, and some of his mistakes are put on Front Street, so the world will know. And it could affect not just him, but thousands of people. Now, this reminds me of a scene in The Pursuit of Happiness in which Jaden Smith, or his character, was telling his dad a story about a man who was praying to God to come save him from drowning. The first boat came by and offered the man some help, and the man replied, "No thank you, God will save me." The second boat came by and offered some help, and the man said again, "It's okay, God will save me." Well, eventually the man drowns and he went to heaven and asked God, "Why didn't you save me?" And God replied, "I sent you 2 lifeboats, dummy." Now, it's a really good movie and an even better scene, beautifully portrayed by Jaden, and there are so many meanings behind it. But one of the main themes is sometimes what you need is right in front of you. Timberlake was stopped and let go by the same cop and could have did the right thing and had somebody else drive, but instead he kept driving and got arrested. So there's definitely a lot to learn from this situation. Do you think this will affect his tour? Should we be surprised when celebrities are willing to put not only themselves but the livelihoods of others at risk when they make these decisions? Or do you believe that they're just like us? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Like and subscribe for some more Taylor Talks, and see ya.